Hi, this is Mrs. Duncan. I'm going through a little bit with your ebook, and once you've logged in, you've registered your access code. When you go in, you may see two different things depending on which way you go in. If you click on your reading that is in the chapter reading, you might go directly. It may have you go directly to the chapter. Sometimes when you go in and log in, you may get to this page, which is kind of your home page, and you'll see your particular assignments. Now you can always go to your ebook here and look at any chapter you want, but the ones that have been assigned are going to be in here, and they're going to have due dates that correspond with the unit. So we're looking here at the first 3 weeks. We skipped chapter 3. Okay, you're always free to come back in here and look at it, but it's not assigned. So I'm going to take you through it and how you get points. Okay, so you click on that chapter and you're going to see painting, and this is an interactive textbook, and there's key things. One is using your mouse here is really important. Notice you can barely see this. It says it's dimmed because right now it's less relevant. You could always reveal the text by clicking it. So when you click on it, it comes full into view. Okay, now down at the bottom, it's going to show you your page numbers. Okay, so if I refer to something in an assignment somewhere else, like a discussion board, or what do they talk about on page 63, or do the perception key on page 63, you'll know, pardon me, you'll know, how to find that. I'll tell you the chapter and then you can look up the page number. Okay, so you can navigate through using these buttons down here. I think sometimes there might be, no, you have to use these buttons. Okay, you can go to the next page. You're just like anything, oh, there you go. I thought it was there. You can use the keyboard, you can press. There's a couple ways to navigate. You go up and down, like you would any other web page. Now, when they highlight something, they're highlighting a very important, pay attention, review, reread this content, because that they're saying, hey, this is the real content. Everything else around it might be explaining, and you need to read it, but this is the real key component. Now, before you go too far, this is really important. If you don't do the practice questions, I don't know you've done your reading. This is how you get your points. So down here on the left, you click on practice, and you want to do that after you've read a little bit, and you're going to get a question. And notice that this is about the medium tempura, and oh, maybe you've only read a couple pages and you like, I do not know, I forgot to read that, I haven't read that. So remember, that's what was highlighted here, and so you read through that and then you see a picture which is going to be an example of tempura, say, to help you kind of see what it looks like. But what I'm getting to is that there's more information about it a little bit. Okay, so you read that, then you go back to the question and then go, oh, okay, I'll pick, let's say that one. I think so. Okay. It says, no, that's not it. It's because they have such great detail. And you're like, okay, well, you missed that one. And that will be, that you didn't get that one right. You do need to get the right answers because this is kind of graded through. It says there's 31 items left. Okay, this one is a pigment bound by egg yolk and applied to a carefully prepared surface. And if you hadn't read carefully, you're like, I don't really know. So go back and read about it. Oh, that's what tempura is. It's a pigment bound by egg yolk and applied to a carefully prepared surface. Okay, now that's this one. Yeah, I know that. I know it. Yes, I got it right. Okay, so you have to interact with the text. Okay, and if you're like, wait, I'm not ready for that, it says you can continue to practice if you want, but you haven't read your part yet. So go back to read. Okay, and like I said, click on the text to make it appear. You've answered the question about that. I guess that's why it's changed colors. And then you go on and start reading about fresco. another type of, remember we're in the painting chapter, so early on they use tempura with egg yolk. You see some lovely pictures, you should read about that. Okay, and then fresco was painted on plaster walls with lime water, is dissolved in lime water. Okay, so there's information you really want to review that. I'm just kind of skimming through to show you how. I'm not trying to teach the chapter to you, okay? The famous Creation of Adam Sistine Chapel was done in fresco. So you go along and you go, okay, I'm ready to answer the question. So you can do it this way like I am, read a little bit, then answer the question. We just learned about fresco, dissolved in lime water. Yep, okay, or you can go through and read for a while and then see if you remember it. If you're not sure, you always have that read about this. If you get ahead of yourself, you can go back. But what's so important is if you just look at the words on the page, you will not get any points for the assignment. The assignment comes from using this and answering the practice questions, and that's really how I wanted to make sure you knew that. Okay, now let's say you're done. This is where it can be a little tricky getting out of it and getting back to the home page, but it should be like I just used a tab. Okay, there's not a back button and there is not much of a home. Let's see if what that one does. Yeah, okay, you click a little icon and you can leave the assignment, which means you're not done, and if you see there, it'll show you that you did a little bit of it, but you're not done. Okay, so if you want to navigate, they're very small little icons and they're down on the left. And sorry, this is my view. Let me get back to what yours would look like. This is just going to give you a list, and you'll see them out a little bit ahead. Additional practice options are there. If you find, okay, let me just wait on this. You need some more practice. That's fine. When you get done and you're getting ready for the midterm or something along that line, you might want to go back and go through and do some of those extra things there. Okay, there's other things that you need. But let's leave the assignment. You can go back and get to it. And let me show you one more thing. If you go, oh, I don't really like reading this way, okay, but I've already paid $120, for this book, or $115. You can get a loose leaf copy. See the little button I pushed? And I'm not even sure they charge you. They'll ship it to you. If they charge, it's very cheap. I can't remember. And I can't but anyway, there's that option. From what I understand, students have used that option before. So you're going to be in your, oh, took me out of it. You click on it, tells you, that's because it's in a different mode. You just have to play around, with these, because it's kind of set up where it won't start yet. Okay, well, you saw the chapter. That was what was most important. And use these buttons to get back to where you need to go. All right, so the links are there in Blackboard. You can either log in through the website, but follow the instructions to do it through Blackboard, and the unit readings will take you in. You'll get taken to the chapter that you're assigned to, and you've got to, even if you choose the loose leaf copy, okay, because that's what you like to read, to get points for the reading assignment, you have to interact with the e-text and answer those questions. If you want to use your print book to read, and then you still have to go in here and answer the questions in the Connect site here to get the points for that. So just making sure you understood how that works and how you get your points for it. Once you get the hang of it, it'd be great, but we will use that for our midterm and for our final exam. So you want to make sure that you're in it every week like you're supposed to be, and reading the chapters and using those practice tools. That's really what you're paying for.